We are going to model dividing a fraction by a fraction using a number line. The equation that I will choose for this demonstration is 5/8 divided by 1/2. So it's going to start by making a number line. Then, since 5/8 is my dividend, the number that I'm going to be dividing, I'm going to split this number line into 8 equal pieces. That's my denominator there. So that's about the halfway, 1/4, 1/4. Split those. Then labeling it is not all that important. I need to find 5/8 on this number line. So if you need to label it in order to find 5/8, absolutely do so. I know over here this is 1 whole. This is 0. This would be 1/2. Each of these tick marks is 1/8. So this is 1/8, 2/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, or 1/2. This would be 5/8 right here, this tick mark. 5/8. And that's what I need to start with. Now, my next step is to divide each of those 5/8, because I'm looking at just this piece now, into the number of pieces that are in the denominator of the divisor, because this is what I'm splitting it by. This is my thing that's doing the dividing. So I look at the denominator and it's 2. So I'm going to split each of these 8ths into 2 pieces. That's easy enough. I just put a line right down the middle. I'm going to do it in blue. I don't know how well it can be seen, but I'm just going to do that. Split it in 2. Perfect. So now I have my 5/8, each of those split into halves, or 2 pieces. From here, my next step is to find a common denominator between 8 and 2. The lowest common denominator between 8 and 2 happens to be the result of multiplying 8 times 2, or 2 times 8, which is 16. So, in finding a common denominator, I'm going to make an equivalent fraction. So as you can see, I'm doing 8 times 2, I get 16. 5 times 2, I will get 10/16 over here. And over on this side, I will do 2 times 8 and 1 times 8. And I will get 8/16 over here. So really, I'm doing 10/16 divided by 8/16. And if it helps, I'm going to write 10/16 right below the 5/8, because 5/8 is equivalent to 10/16. So I am only looking at this 10/16 section here. And now I'm going to carry on. And I'm going to divide it by 8/16. That means I need to count off 8 of these tick marks. And I will do so now, starting from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th tick mark gets me to here. I'm going to make an arc that takes me to here. That is 1 whole. I've filled up my 8, and that's 1 whole. Now I see that I have 2 sections here left over. 1, 2. That's a part, or a fraction. I'm going to use a dotted line to signify that. So those 2 sections are the remainder. Those 2 sections are going to go over our original denominator, which is 8ths. So I'm left with 1 and 2/8. Now we would simplify that, because 2 goes into both 2 and 8, and we can say 1 and 1/4 is my answer for 5/8 divided by 1/2. Now I'm going to double check that using our standard keep, change, flip method. So over here, let's try it. If I do the keep, change, flip method, 5/8 divided by 1/2, keep this, change this, flip this, and we have 5/8 multiplied by 2 over 1. Then I would simplify on the diagonal, cross simplify. 2 goes into 2 one time, 2 goes into 8 4 times. Now I can multiply across. 5 times 1 is 5. 4 times 1 is 4. 5/4 what I'm left with, and of course we can change that back into a mixed number, and that becomes 1 1/4. So we came up with the same response. This is a way that I've found to model it using a number line. Hope this helps, and good luck using modeling division fractions.